and welcome back to Where Heartbreak Feels Good. This month we're talking about November, and in November we went to Wakanda for Black Panther 2, and we also went to a private island in Greece in Glass Onion and Knives Out a Mystery. So yeah, stay with us as we'll talk about everything that we watched in the month of November. Ah, that song, it always gets me in the mood for a good podcast. Anyway, my name is Edgar Ortega, and I'm your host for this episode, for our monthly episode of What We Watch this month. And joining me today is my co host, Josh D. Woodbury.
Hello, everyone. That song really is a banger, as they say.
Yeah, yep.
Good. Excited to talk about this stacked month of releases. Ryan Johnson, who done it, if you will. Another one.
Another one, yeah.
Another
and
one.
maybe another one in a few years. And also joining
Hopefully.
us today is Evan Harris from A Cup of Tea, our co host.
Yay! Glad to be back. November was probably my favorite month of the year. Probably like
Whoa.
last week in general. I mean,
Honestly, it's been
for
like
movies,
one of the
not-
best.
yeah.
I mean,
Maybe,
I'm just saying that because I've been slacking this month, but yeah, it's been
Okay.
pretty good for you guys.
I'd probably say this is like this week that just happened. Last
Mhm.
week, like Thanksgiving week, was probably the single greatest week for movies I've seen. I've lived through.
I had a great run, dude. Yeah.
It's just there's so much came out. Like I'm still behind.
There's so much. Oh, I'm way behind for the year in general. You guys are like in the
Yeah.
hundreds. I'm
So
still in
like
the
last week
70s.
alone, we had The Menu, Glass Onion, Fablemans, She Said, Pinocchio, Bones and All, Strange World.
And I finally saw Decision to Leave.
Yeah.
Finally. And it lived up to my expectations and then some. Yeah, where did we fucking start? Holy shit.
Should we start with the thing that we all watched, the kind of obvious one?
Wait,
at the
what's
beginning of the
this?
month?
Start what we always do. What's the first thing we logged?
What did we do? Oh, first thing we logged? Is that what
I think
did?
we last month we did like started. We went up to like the 7th or something.
Do we go back and forth between TV shows and movies, or we just go straight to
Yeah.
movies?
So like after like the 7th of November, what did you log
Black Panther.
or watch? Black Panther. Oh yeah, it's a 10th. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we already talked about like the Holmes and Banshees.
Triangle of Sadness. We already talked about that one.
Triangle. Yeah. I mean, yeah, Black Panther is the first one, November 10th.
I did
CJ.
Tit Tit Boom. I did rewatch it Tit Boom.
Oh, really? We just watched
Yeah.
that on.
Oh, did you?
Nathan Rojas' channel, My Cup of Tea. Yeah, our commentary for the week was Tick Tick Boom because it was Nathan's
Mm.
birthday.
Nice.
He was turning 18. I'm kidding. But it was his birthday, and Carson had never seen it before, so we watched it with Carson. This
That's
is like my
right.
fourth time watching it. I watched it twice last
It holds
year,
up so well.
and then I watched it 3 times, or third time earlier this year, fourth time now. It's endlessly rewatchable.
It's so good. Yeah.
It's the best musical of 2021.
Is it?
Yeah.
Second
Easily.
best.
Is it?
What are we talking about?
West
In the
Side
Heights.
Story.
Oh, West Side Story is
In the Heights.
In the Heights is a good one. In the Heights has been number 4 movie of the year last year. Not as good as Tick Tick Boom. And Tick Tick Boom, I think, is tighter, more enjoyable songs, even though it's close.
We're gonna spoil Glass Onion. Sorry, Noah.
Yeah. Are we? I'm
Kidding. We don't have to.
We
Yeah.
don't have to. It officially comes out in December, but fucking.
We can do an episode later on.
Yoda pops up in Glass Onion and he dies. How about that, Noah?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Frank Oz is like, shit.
No gloop Cheetos in this movie.
No, not at all, boy. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Tick Tick Boom. Yeah, Tick Tick Boom. Great movie overall. I loved like the 30-90 slaps. The last song, I'm blanking on. I always blank on the last song's name, but the last song's really good. It's very heartwarming and it's very heartfelt. Like you expect it to be very much a John Larson biopic, but it turned out to have so much heart by showcasing the relationship between John and Michael. They're really at the heart of the movie, along with John and his girlfriend. I forget her name, Sienna.
She's really good in the movie.
But yeah,
I know her.
Alexandra Shipp is incredible. She should be in more movies besides Tick Tick Boom and X-Men movies.
And it's a surprisingly well crafted debut for Lin-Manuel Miranda too.
A directorial debut.
It's really impressive.
For sure. I'm still bummed, forever bummed, that it got bumped out of Best Picture for Nightmare Alley.
I mean, I love Nightmare Alley, but
Nightmare Alley? Come on. Pissed. Anyways. Fantastic movie. My number 2 of last year. Right behind Dune. I love Tick Tick Boom. What else did you guys see?
Let's start with the big one.
Did I rewatch anything?
Wakanda Forever?
Yeah, Wakanda Forever. That was okay. Just kidding. Loved Wakanda Forever. Great time at the theater. Mixing spectacle and so much heart. Oh my god. Spoilers, by the way. Spoilers for Black Panther. Wakanda.
Everybody's
Forever.
seen the movie.
It's been a month. Yeah,
it's gonna make over $800 million. Everybody has seen it. Anyways, man, the opening sequence, jumping us right into the death of T'Challa was incredible.
What an opening!
What a ballsy decision.
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan always said he wanted us to, as an audience, relate to what the characters went through and what we went through, as in losing Chadwick. And it's such a genius decision to have us go through the mind of Shuri in the scene. Shuri, who of course becomes the eventual new Black Panther. We all had our skepticisms going in, myself included. I'm like, is Shuri going to be good enough to be a main character? I liked her in the first movie. I love the first movie. It's built on that side characters like Shuri and Nakia. But I always figured, I think Nakia would be better because I think I have more faith in Lupita as an actress. But wow, Shuri was incredible. And I'm blanking on the actress's name.
Letitia Wright.
Letitia Wright blew me away. Probably her best performance I've ever seen her do so far.
Yeah, with all the behind the scenes drama and shit, and just as a character in the first movie, she was very much a supporting character, and I wasn't really sold on the idea of her becoming, spoilers, the Black Panther. But this movie really did a great job of selling me on that. What they did with her character arc in this film was really impressive. This movie takes the themes of what we do with power and how we can use our power to change the world and stuff, and what we should do from the first movie, and really expands on them on interesting ways.
Also,
by
the
bringing
stuff
back
from
Killmonger and having that dynamic between what she should do, having her brother's ideals and Killmonger's ideals, and those mixing together into her own, and by the end is really interesting.
Also, the stuff from the Civil War, the whole revenge stuff, the arc that T'Challa goes through in Civil War, basically incorporating it into this movie, into her character, and it's
breaking news. We might have to do something live. Guardians 3 trailer just dropped.
Guardians 3 trailer just
Let
dropped?
me bring it up. Breaking news. Let me bring it up.
What the hell are they thinking? Dropping a trailer right now. Oh boy, Guardians.
And a poster. It's pretty good.
Poster.
Oh boy, yeah. Let's watch this live.
Do it.
Oh man, we're doing it live, Mr. Krabs. Let's go.
We're doing it live.
Can we do it, Josh?
Yeah, I do it.
Yeah, pull
Set
it
it
up. Is Disney gonna pull us down? Probably not.
Probably.
We'll talk over it.
They can't demonetize us.
Talked
We don't
about
have money.
Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, Wakanda Forever. I agree with you guys both. How they melded T'Challa's arcs and Killmonger's arcs into Shuri's own. What I said was genius. We did a reaction and review of the movie on Micah Batee, and I said this is one of those rare Marvel sequels that follows up the first movie in such a linear fashion. Most other sequels, for example, Multiverse of Madness, doesn't really follow up Doctor Strange. It follows up the events of Spider-Man and other movies. This one follows up not to the just marriage Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. But what I'm saying is this movie really followed up on the arcs and the characters and the emotional journey from the first movie to Wakanda Forever in perfect fashion. All the characters, even the plot points, when Ramonda's yelling at Okoye, saying you left me when Killmonger came to take over the kingdom. You stood with him and not me. I'm I totally forgot about that. But that's from the first movie. and just like all the sets and designs, very reminiscent of the first movie in such a good way. So this is one of those rare sequels that just followed up on everything from the first movie in such a great way. I loved it. Like, I can't wait to do Black Panther, then Black Panther Wakanda Forever back to back, because just great storytelling in general from Ryan and everybody involved. And yeah, the scope went huge here, bringing in Talokan and Namor, played by Tenoch
Huerta.
Thank you very much.
Namor.
Such a great villain. I'm so glad they didn't kill him. I knew they couldn't because he's Namor. But
yeah, I'm so glad they didn't kill him.
Yeah, great villain. Great design of Talokan, great backstory. You really felt for this world. You understood his plight. You understood his decision making. He just had a great presence throughout the entire film. He was terrifying. The whole sequence with the what's it called? Like the drill center in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah,
was
like
awesome.
their introduction.
Yeah,
straight up horror vibes that they're
straight up horror vibes, and I love it when like blockbusters get to dive into a little bit of horror in their action flicks. It's really cool. Just that whole like siren-esque, like, oh, we're gonna use our sound to like basically have people drop dead. That was insane. Yeah, it was terrifying.
All right. Are we done on Wakanda Forever?
Yeah. Sure. I mean, if we want to conclude, in general, I had a great time with the movie. It's one of my top 10 MCU movies. I think all the performances were really strong. One of the rare Marvel movies where like performances like carry the movie. Pacing not the best sometimes, but in general, man, the emotion wins through for this movie. The beginning is a really like wow, and then the ending really takes your sock off. Takes your socks off. With that whole beach scene. Love that beach scene.
Yeah, right. I think this movie it's a tiny bit weaker than the first movie because I think it's like a bit messier.
A little
because
bit.
It tries to do so much and all the behind the scenes drama and like it had a huge task ahead of itself. Mm-hmm. But like for what Ryan Coogler was able to do with like this incomparable task is like insane, and he's just such a talented filmmaker. And I think the story it just feels so crucial and important. It deals with those themes from the first movie, while also bringing like that added sense of grief and loss, obviously. Yeah. And like I think it's really pulled off so well. And I think Letitia Wright, like I said, is like one of my favorite performances of the year. Honestly, what she does with this role is so powerful. And Tenoch Huerta as Namor, probably butchered that pronunciation, but
I just let Edgar say it. He kills it. He's good.
Say it, Edgar.
Which one?
Namor.
Namor.
The actor's name.
Okay. Tenoch Huerta.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about Namor, so I was like, oh.
But yeah, he's like easily one of the best antagonists in MCU, and like that's not a surprise to him from Coogler, who knows how to write him. Like exactly. We have Killmonger, and now we have Namor.
I can't wait to see what he does next, because at the end of the movie, he kind of discusses like, yeah, we kind of lost the battle, but we kind of might win the war here. Like, eventually America once again might come for Wakanda, and Wakanda's going to need us. Is that going to come to pass in like a Kang Dynasty or Secret War scenario? So like, I'm very curious to see when we see Talokan rise up again.
Yeah, right. I wonder if it's gonna be in a sequel or another like spin-off thingy, like the show or.
Yeah, I'm very curious.
The fact that he's like, I just confirmed as a mutant too, could be interesting for the future.
The first mutant, he says the words mutant.
Yeah, and like technically, like this film is so impressive too. Like, cinematography by Autumn Durald Archipaz, the same DP as Loki season 1. I'm sure season 2. Like she crushed it on this film.
You said what, Edgar?
I was just gonna say the water effects, like the entire invasion of Wakanda with the water just breaking through everything. Like it looks so fucking good.
Those water grenades.
That first chase sequence is like so well done too.
So cool. Yeah.
So good.
Oh, the highway battle between Okoye and the other brute Talokan. So cool, man. Great fight. consistent.
And Ludwig Göransson like upping himself somehow with the store. Like it's one of the most like diverse blockbuster stores I've heard recently.
I agree. Yeah, great movie.
All right, let's watch this trailer.
Let's watch this trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I'm kind of shocked they released it now.
I mean, I would assume it would have been with Avatar, so I guess
I would assume with Ant-Man.
Sense.
But yeah, that makes sense. We're 5 months away. I mean, this is way earlier than like Thor: Love and Thunder, which came out like.
I mean, if we live through the Black Widow trailers, we can survive this for 6 months.
I mean, it is Guardians though, so I'm sure it'd still be a lot easier to
digest. Any Mariah Carey in this?
All right, let's watch.
We were gone for quite a while.
The new suits.
Yeah.
But no matter what happens,
back on Earth, I think. Yeah. Wow.
The galaxy still needs its guardians.
Squad.
They're good.
The classic suit.
I still think Groot looks weird.
Oh, this is designed from the holiday special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Oh my god!
Come on, Drax. Seriously, dude? No!
So this is not Earth. Never mind.
Hey!
Where are they? You get the classic score.
Don't forget
How does that shot?
where we came from.
Rocket. Oh, that was from like the Comic-Con.
The weak one. Yeah.
We have been running
Oh, she's back,
our
baby.
whole lives.
Pete, I'm done running.
Very rocket focused
guy.
movie. I'm ready. Oh, that's the one guy. His name.
The Gamora's in a lot of this.
We'll all
movie
fly
looks-
away together.
Oh shit!
Last time.
One last time.
Into the forever. That beautiful sky.
Oh, their shoes.
Oh,
there
Adam
he is.
Warlock. Wow. Man, somebody rocking the most of those shots.
Yeah, that shit looks good.
And we'll kill anyone who gets in our way.
No, not kill anyone.
Kill a few people.
Kill no people.
Kill one guy, one stupid guy who no one loves.
Now you're just making it sad.
One
That
day
was
after
fun.
my birthday. Yeah, the visuals. Like, James Gunn kills it with these Marvel Guardian visuals. This was very Rocket focused. I like the focus on Rocket here.
That's surprising because I remember a lot of people said the Comic-Con trailer, like he was barely in it.
Well, yeah, I mean, James has always said this movie's going to be all about Rocket. What's the guy that made Rocket? The guy from Peacemaker. What's his name? I'm blanking on the name.
Oh,
it's his comic book character, not the Collector. Collector keeps coming to mind.
the Conqueror or something like that.
I'll look it up in a second here. But yeah, we also see Adam Warlock. It looks like the Guardians are going from world to world, just trying to actually be Guardians of Peace for once. Like in the second movie, we see them like doing daily jobs a little bit, but then mostly it's just them.
The actor is
them.
Chekwudi Iwuji.
Yeah, from Peacemaker.
His character is the High Evolutionary.
There we go. Thank you.
Yeah.
High Evolutionary, who is going to be our main antagonist, maybe he's like our semi-antagonist next to, of course, Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
Adam Warlock though has like that classic I'm bad at first, but then I'm good, obviously. So
I'll help you in the end. Yeah.
I'll help you in the end.
I love
kind of
these
character.
Toro coordinated like spacesuits. That's cool.
Yeah, who is he fighting here in white? Who is that?
Who is that? Yeah.
I'm not sure. I like the just the color palette in general. This trailer. Holy shit! What is that? Could be somebody working for Gamora. As we know, Gamora in this movie is working for head of the Ravagers now.
Oh right, yeah.
She is head of the Ravagers. They know that.
I love they're bringing
who is
in this
that?
character.
Who's
It's
this?
Rocket's like kind of girlfriend.
Oh, Rocket! You got
I
a
remember
sidekick
her
here?
from the. I don't read the comments, but I did play the Telltale Guardians game.
She's in that.
Yeah, she's really good in that.
Oh,
I don't know her name.
I'm surprised they
her
didn't
name
have the
is
dog
going
played by
crazy.
the one actress.
Yeah,
from Marvel's
Cosmo
Body
is, like-
Cosmo. Cosmo.
Cosmo's great, and we did after we talked about this, we'd segue into the holiday special.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, this trailer's great.
Yeah, simple, nice teaser trailer. Didn't show us too much of the plot here. but a lot of the emotion kind of carries through here through a lot of Peter Quill's expressions. We know he's going through a lot. He can't see Gamora. They can't be with Gamora. Of course, this is a different Gamora that doesn't have the same memories. How do you deal with that? It's gonna be very tragic.
I love this world because it's like very U.S. residential.
I thought this was Earth until I saw these
it's really
rabbit
cool.
fuckers. Who are these people? Rabbit, panda, alien, what? Yeah. Groot does look a little bit weird here.
I know, like it's the same in the holiday special, and like it's.
Does it?
I'm still not used to it.
Okay, yeah, but I like the costumes. Costumes are very classic inspired. I say classic, but I think those costumes are actually like in the mid 2000s. Run.
Why is he carrying? Is he carrying Star-Lord?
It looks like Star. I think that's Chris.
Like him.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Hopefully, Nebula has some good stuff to do in this movie. I liked her a bit more in Volume 2 than Volume 1. Hopefully,
I would assume she would get more to do since Gamora.
Maybe one of his products, new products / humans that he created. What do we see? This another prison escape?
Probably. And Gamora's there too.
Gamora's there though. The red, hence the Ravagers, maybe? Yeah, this is a very
maybe like she'll come in like with the Ravagers and
save the day.
That's how like she comes in. I don't know.
Gamora ex Machina? Okay. That'd be fun to watch. So yeah, how early in the movie does she get good again? But I mean, she's not really bad though. She's with the Ravagers, but it's just like when does she reunite with the squad? Yeah.
When do we see that like realization?
Yeah, but she has no connection to Peter Quill. Zero.
Yeah.
Like,
I wonder what that's about.
That's gonna be interesting to watch. Yeah, what is
that? Maybe Rocket's death or something.
If he loses Rocket can't die in this. Don't kill off Rocket.
I think he is.
That's sick.
They've been saying
too much focus on Rocket is not good in this.
Yeah,
that's sick. If they kill off Rocket, that's
especially if they're bringing her in.
I will cry a puddle. I'll be a puddle of tears.
Well, didn't James said that this would be the last movie with like the core cast?
With the poor Guardians.
It's his last Guardians movie, and obviously since he's going to DC, that made sense.
And on a high note, that doesn't mean, of course, Guardians of the Galaxy is going
to
go away.
But this is the end of his trilogy.
It's gonna be hard to top this. I mean, this isn't like a John Watts trilogy, and this is James Gunn. So
but it has such of his like identity to it.
Exactly.
I wonder how they'll continue the characters.
They're gonna bring in what's his name? The Ant-Man guy.
Peyton Reed.
Peyton Reed's Guardians Volume 4. Boo! Just kidding. Yeah, great teaser trailer. Didn't
bring in Rick
Famuyiwa
for Volume 4. That'd be really cool.
Rick what?
Famuyiwa?
Star Wars. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know if he fits this kind of universe, but I would like him to do anything. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. You good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Let's Edgar, you saw the holiday special as well?
Yeah. How was it, guys?
I really loved it. I'm surprised by how like charming it was.
Oh,
I think the best description that I've heard about it is from Bridget, and she said, and I quote, "I'm not sure if this is actually funny or I'm just delusional, but I'm really enjoying this." But yeah, it's really good. It's just like a very campy 40-minute short film sorts special. I really love the focus on Mantis. Like it's a character that we got a lot from, and that I think if you use it wrong, she could kind of become annoying, but she's used really well here.
Yeah, like I'm really happy with how much focus they put on Mantis, and I forgot the actress's name.
Palm
Clementine. Yeah, Clementine. She's phenomenal in this special, and like I'm really glad James Gunn gave her and Bautista like so much more to do with this.
That's
and
good, yeah.
There's like a little plot development with her character that they do with in the special to, I'm sure, set up Volume 3. That makes me really excited, and honestly made me cry a bit. Like it's really well done. And then
you cried from the holiday special.
Yeah, it's like it's really wholesome and sweet.
Okay.
It stands on its own. It doesn't even feel like very like gimmicky. Like that's something that I was afraid of, but it just feels like natural, like a natural progression from where we left off last time.
Nice. I can't wait to watch it. I'm slipping. I haven't had a real like urge to watch it, but I'll give it.
There's some really good like developments and like for these characters, and it's just right. It's just nice to see these characters under James Gunn again because it's been so long.
Yeah, for sure.
Also,
wow.
that song on the opening is pretty good. It's funny, but it's pretty good.
And like the way they bring in Kevin Bacon is really fun.
Yeah. I have a question. Do you think, because I kind of got the vibe from it, I could be wrong, but like, is Groot like is he practical? Because he kind of has like that cheap look, like from a holiday special. But I don't know.
I think it was practical, but I think it's still CG.
How old is Groot here? Is he like in his? So he was
probably like
volume 2. It's probably like late 20s now.
Our age.
Our age. Probably as old as Groot. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I'd say like original Groot was probably like 30s, 40s, maybe.
I think Vin teased that Groot's gonna be doing some evolutions in Volume 3 as well, some more changes.
Yeah. All right,
what's
next?
Wait to watch it.
What's next? What do you want to talk about next?
Let me see.
I mean, it's just we just talked about for like a bit, but the Studio Ghibli Grogu short that came out.
Oh, that was cute.
That was cute.
Yeah.
Cute. Next.
I watched
I was
Apollo
so bummed.
10.5 Space Age Childhood from Richard Linklater.
How was that?
It came out early in the year. Honestly, like it's fucking wonderful. I was really surprised by this.
Was it a film or documentary?
It's a film. It's like a rotoscoped animated film. It's like very nostalgia based and very like his Belfast or Fableman. It's like very like a kind of semi autobiographical.
You lost me at his Belfast and Fableman.
It's not that type of film, but it's like about his childhood in Texas and growing up, and it really like the vibes are really there, and Jack Black narrates it all. Really, it's really done well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just like really chill and wholesome.
Yeah, I saw it earlier this year when it came out, around when it came out. It's really good.
Yeah,
like you said, like it's just very wholesome, and it kind of really does put you in that mentality of like a child, like that childlike wonder. So yeah,
I may have to catch it. How long is it? Like 80 minutes, 90 minutes?
It's like 90, 95 around there, I think.
Okay, wow.
98.
So Netflix.
Netflix, yeah. It got buried, unfortunately.
Like
the
everything
algorithm.
Else. Glass onion, please.
Yeah, I know, right? I think because of like all the FYC hype and all the marketing behind it, I think it'll do well.
Oh yeah, Glass Onion's definitely gonna do well. Like Netflix picks and chooses which movies do well. Like I think Bardo's they're just gonna bury Bardo probably.
I also did some rewatches for our 2020 ranking episode.
Oh yeah,
Bill and Ted Face the Music, which is a banger still. Love that movie.
Never seen that saga.
Evan, you need to.
I know.
It's so wholesome.
Nathan keeps wanting me to watch it. I those movies don't look like they're for me. I don't know.
That's fair.
We'll see.
I rewatched Black Bear, which is still
good. I think
banger.
I mentioned this during our 2020 recap ranking. It's a movie I need to rewatch. I watched it for the first time, in 2020. I was like, that's really good. But I didn't like have a big connection to it like you and Carson and the rest.
Have you guys seen See How They Run?
Yeah, I watched that.
I saw that.
October, I think.
October. I was like,
it's
fine.
It's good.
What bummed me out was the beauty of a whodunit is the cast, which was solid. But also the beauty of whodunit is discovering how the murder happened. And they hardly
I kind of like the third act, though. I like the third act. It's fun.
I don't like the third act tells us like, so I'm sitting there watching the movie. I think I was like the only one in the theater. And I'm like trying to piece together how the killer did it and who was the killer.
It's very
and I'm
messy.
sitting there and there's a scene, slight spoiler alert, but like when Saoirse Ronan and what's the other guy?
Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell. They go to their individual apartments and they discover it independently.
Yeah.
But we don't see how. They look at a newspaper, I think, and then they figure it out, and then they go to the crime scene. It's like, we figured it out. And I'm like, how? And they don't really tell us.
Yeah.
And then it's just like the third act is all chaos.
Yeah, it's trying to do too much at the same time. Like it's trying to make fun of
Yeah.
the whodunit, but it's also trying to be a whodunit,
Were
and
they,
it
were they
just
trying to make
doesn't
fun of
work.
it? I mean, I guess
I
yeah.
don't think it's trying to make fun of it. I just think it's trying to like point out the cliches, but it
I
doesn't
put it
work.
like
yeah.
a very very tame Wes Anderson take on a whodunit,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but like it's kind of middling, but like has bits of Hot Fuzz in there too.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I had a Hot Fuzz vibe too.
But it's still really fun. I enjoyed it.
it was
Saoirse
fine.
Ronan, wonderful as always.
The cast needed to be better. I think they tried to rely on Saoirse and
Sam Rockwell.
Sam
Sam Rockwell.
Also, I want
everybody
to say
else was
something.
just
Yeah, it was mostly like their show, and everybody else was just there.
Just
Like they
there.
didn't really do anything with it.
I
Adrian
didn't
Brody
see-
was fun though.
He was really good. For his 5 minutes of screen time. But like I wasn't really invested in anything else going on. Like
Yeah.
they didn't really bring anything to the movie.
Spoilers, but I loved how they like brought back Adrian Brody's like idea of the movie, and they actually had that happen in third act. I thought that was cool. That was a fun little
Oh,
thing to do.
Mm.
like what he was talking about in the first act.
Yeah,
comes
like his
to-
pitch for the
Yeah.
movie. Yeah, that was cool.
Mhm. Good point.
Then like the last scene being very like breaking the fourth wall, I thought was done well.
What do they do in the last scene?
They're watching
They,
the
like,
play.
Yeah, but they like
Mm.
turn around, look at the camera, and say, Yeah.
Yeah. It
was
was
fun.
fun. I walked out like, it was good.
it was a bit disappointing because with that cast and that premise,
I
was
remember-
expecting a bit more.
I saw this like a week after or 2 weeks after it came out, and I was like, do I see this or Pearl? And I chose to go see this. The next
Should have done
Tuesday,
Pearl.
I should have gone Pearl because it disappeared from theaters. I'm like, God damn it! And I couldn't go see Pearl again, so I missed my
Yeah.
chance to go see Pearl. I still haven't seen Pearl. I need to watch it. But yeah, it was fine. It was.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I watched Tar finally this month.
Oh, what'd you think?
I
Did we
don't
talk about
love it as much as you guys. I think.
I don't think we love it.
I don't think we loved it. But I give it
Yeah.
like 4, nearly. I give it 4 stars, but if I see it again, it might rise up to 4.5 because I love the craftsmanship here is great.
Yeah.
The screenplay is holy shit.
Direction by Todd Field is insane. Like it's just so
Yeah.
like meticulously crafted.
across
It's,
the
like,
board. Yeah,
Very slow, but intentionally so, which I respect.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it like hit me as hard as it did for some other people.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I
Like,
love.
Kate Blanchett's incredible. Like she's.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
gonna be happy when she wins.
Yeah, she dominated every scene. for
She's
sure.
it's one of those movies that if it wins anything during the award season, you'll understand why. Like even if you don't
Yeah.
love the movie, you'll get it.
For sure.
I agree. I mean, like I was saying, this movie is so meticulously crafted. With the screenplay is super genius. The way her character is portrayed to us initially, and the way it like unravels through the lens of other characters, and like the society that she's in, and then seeing how her character like handles the challenges that come later in the film. It like unravels in such interesting fashion. I was engrossed more and more and more as the film went on. Still trying to piece together that ending, that big WTF ending.
That ending, I really loved it. Like I really loved how it came out.
Yeah, I was like, this is
at first I was like,
shocking.
huh. Then the more I thought about it, it really comes together.
Agreed. Yeah, it's one of those movies where I'm like, I appreciate so much this movie. I just want to watch it again, but it's like 2 hours and 40 minutes.
I know, right? It's very long.
So it's like
and it's not a like goes by fast long. Too.
No,
It's very, like,
yeah,
methodical and slow.
exactly. So it's like one of those movies where I want to watch it again, but it's just
It's a
very
hustle.
long. It's a hustle. Yeah. So.
But like Kate Blanchett's incredible. Nina Haas as her wife is really well done, or really great performance too.
I agree.
And Noemi Merlant is as her assistant is really good too.
I was about to say the assistant stole the spotlight for me more so than the wife, but the wife was also very good. I mean, the assistant from Portrait of a Lady on Fire, right?
Portrait of a Lady on Fire, yeah, the painter.
She's great.
The cinematography blew me away too. Like that one shot in the classroom, like that scene was all one shot. It was insane.
One of the best scenes I've seen, probably
so good.
One of the best scenes all year for me, because
it
engrossed. Like I saw this at a screening with a packed audience, and the audience was just like chuckling, laughing, but then like
my screen is like empty.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Maybe because it's like an advanced screening, people wanted to like hurry up. And
oh yeah.
But like that scene is so like roller coaster of emotions because you're kind of with her a little bit, but then you're like, wait, she's being pretty rude here, and then it's like it gets pretty uncomfortable towards the end. So it's a very interesting one shot. It really genius to have them do it all in one take. Like it had total flashbacks to Whiplash in the way like that character like handled everything going on there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, great movie. One of my favorites of the year.
Another movie that I watched. I was expecting to not like this, but I was like, you know what, this is not too bad. Like it ain't great, but it's fine, whatever. Don't Worry, Darling. Finally watched it.
Oh, I watched it.
What'd you think?
Again, I didn't hate it. I thought it was
Me
whatever.
neither.
The thing about it is that it thinks it's smarter than it is, but it's not. But also
A little bit.
The vibes are kind of like, I'm
The
vibing to
style
this.
is there. Right?
Yeah.
There's so much style.
Like for like whatever you think about the behind the scenes drama,
It's so
like-
much better than people put it out to be.
yeah, Olivia Wilde is there. You can still tell that there's talent there. Like
Great
the problem-
direction. The direction
the
is not the
direction's
problem.
great.
The
Yeah.
problem
Screenplay
is
is
the
just a
script.
mess.
The,
though.
the writing
Screenplay's a
is
mess.
it's crazy to me because I'm watching this movie and Jalen and I, my brother, we're watching it. We're like, oh wow, the ideas here very interesting. I really want to
Yeah.
see how it ends. And I don't think Olivia knew how it ended because the screenplay just kind of falls apart in the third act like I've never seen before. Like, holy crap! Like, I want to see how this world handles with the chaos of it all, but in the
We don't
last
get
30
that.
minutes, it just bails out, and it's just like, oh, the end.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, what? I want
Yeah.
it answered, but
Like
nothing's
I
answered.
don't like not to give away too much spoilers or whatever, even though I don't think
Mhm.
people care about it, but like the twist of this movie really gave me like Shyamalan or Jordan Peele vibes. Like if somebody if a better writer would have handled this, like this would have been a really solid like thriller.
I agree. Like the twist in itself was
100%.
not that bad. Like I like the twist. I just don't like where it ended up going. Like the twist itself was like, oh, okay, I like this. Where are you gonna continue on from here after this twist? But it didn't really go anywhere. And Chris Pine, who I love, is wasted here in this
Yeah.
movie because his
Gemma
character
Chan wasted.
Gemma Chan also
Oh,
wasted
yeah.
again.
Kiki Lane,
Unfortunately.
Showed gotten so much more screen time.
I'm like, Chris
Nick
Pine had
Kroll.
some great scenes in the trailer, like the dinner scene. Really good stuff here. But in the end, he just like falls apart as well. So
Yeah.
very intriguing movie that just
Harry
didn't know
Styles,
how to end.
not as bad as people made it on TV,
No,
but he's
no.
not great either.
People are
This is
ridiculous.
fine.
Like I've seen way more bad performances this year alone than Harry
Oh
Styles.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like not that bad.
And Florence Pugh, she's just like carrying this entire thing. Like even like
on her
she's-
back, yeah.
Yeah. Like even if you're like at some point you're like questioning what the fuck is happening in the movie or how it's happening, like you're still like engaged because of her. So
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. I gave it like what? I think I gave it like 3 stars. It's
Yeah, me
pretty
too.
solid. Pretty
Yeah.
solid. And I like the score. The score is pretty good.
yeah.
The soundtrack is
Soundtrack,
very good.
yeah. Really good stuff.
All right, rewatched Minari, still a masterpiece.
I haven't rewatched that one. I think that's begging for a rewatch as well.
I watched for also 2020. I watched Steven Soderbergh's Let Them All Talk with
Let Them All Talk.
Meryl Streep, Lucas Hedges, Gemma Chan. Sorry,
Let them all. I don't think I've seen that before.
it's
I don't think
it was his first of like his HBO Max movies.
Oh,
It's good. It's solid. It's very vibey.
oh yeah. No way in hell was I watching this one. Yeah, I remember this one. I heard there's a lot of people talking.
It's the way you let them all talk.
I'm good, fam. I miss Lucas Hedges. He had a great run of A24
I know, right?
movies.
Like
What
he
happened?
hasn't been in much recently.
Yeah, A24 kick him to the curb. He was killing it in like that 2014 to 2018 run of A24 movies.
Yeah. Rewatch West Side Story.
Mid.
Masterpiece. Fuck you.
Okay, it's really good. It's really good. It's just not one of my favorites.
really well made and don't care much about it.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's fair. Then I
Rachel was really good.
started my Hunger Games rewatch.
Oh,
I rewatched
was
the
that?
first movie. It holds
Fans-
up.
The Francis
up.
Lawrence trilogy.
I'm so fucking sad that you told me that the Blu-ray doesn't have the IMAX aspect ratio because I bought the 4Ks not too long ago, and for Catching Fire, like,
Does yours have the like standard Blu-ray on it?
it might. I'm not sure.
Because the standard Blu-ray has it.
Huh?
That's the only
That's
reason why
stupid.
I got 4K Catching Fire.
The Blu-ray
Like,
has
the
it, but the
original
4K
one?
doesn't.
It's dumb, yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, I watched the first 100 games, and it's the cinematography and editing is shit. It's so like shaky during action
Shit,
sequences.
really?
The first one,
I don't remember.
because this
it
was
being that
before
bad.
Francis Lawrence stepped in.
Oh wait, he didn't do the first one.
No, this was Gary Ross.
Gary, the
Yeah.
fuck is Gary Ross?
It's like literally every
Nobody
action scene is like shaky.
Oh,
like,
no.
Honestly, like when you watch the first movie, it's a testament to like the actors, to like the actors' abilities to like elevate what's in the page, because like that movie is like visually, it's honestly it's kind of crappy. Like
Really, the
Like,
first
I'm-
one?
the first one
Yeah.
does not look good. Yeah.
Maybe I'm looking at it through like nostalgia glasses. Oh my gosh, I don't remember it.
But
being
what
that
I'm saying
bad.
is, like, I'm shocked that it took off like so much as it did
Are
because
you-
of how
because the book was popular, and I think it was very very good adaptation of the book.
I went with
Yeah.
like 12 of my high school friends to go see Hunger Games. Yeah, that was a big one. For
But
me.
yeah, it's like it's crazy. It's like those movies that we don't get anymore, right? A very big YA series that takes itself really seriously. There's not like quips and humor like crammed in every 5 minutes.
When did the first movie
It's
come
refreshing.
out?
2012.
2012. Jeez, I was a
Yeah.
sophomore in high school. Oh my god.
I was in elementary school.
No, you weren't, Josh. That's
Fifth grade. Fifth grade.
No. Elementary school. But yeah, that was an experience. 2012.
But yeah, the first one it still holds up. But I
that's
also
shocking that
watched...
you guys said that. Like, I need to rewatch that movie then.
It's
see
not. Yeah, it
how-
doesn't look great visually.
Oh no! Who's
but the
Gary
actors
Ross?
and the screenplay is pretty solid.
What else
so-
has he done? Yeah, it's a great adaptation, and I
Yeah.
think personally, it's one of the only series of books I've actually read, and I think the first book is my favorite.
I actually like
but,
the second
uh,
book the most. And the second
Oh,
movie
he
the
did
most.
Ocean's 8.
I like Ocean's
See,
8.
I like Ocean's 8. That's a banner.
Yeah, my dad hated that movie.
But he also
Yeah.
did Free State of Jones.
Yeah,
that
Seabiscuit.
movie sucked. Free State of Jones. Oh god, never saw Seabiscuit. But
Yeah, I also watched Catching Fire last night on the Blu-ray, and like that
Cinema!
aspect ratio shift is fucking incredible. It's one of the best. Like,
It's
ever
probably
done.
the best, honestly. To be
Yeah,
honest,
it
it might be
is.
my favorite. Yeah.
And like
Really
that
cool.
movie just like Francis Lawrence came in, and the direction is like way better. The cinematography is stunning.
that's
The
crazy to
editing
me.
is very well done.
He must have peaked with Catching Fire because I do not like.
Catching Fire is the best movie. Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
The other two, the first Mockingjay Part 1 is a snooze fest. It's just
Let me
not-
tell you,
I
his new-
remember not loving like the last two, but I'm interested to see how.
She's
it
like
I
works.
looking for a
like the
cat for
last
like
two.
5 minutes. I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah, maybe because
Oh yeah,
as a book reader, the last book is just notoriously not good. It's very hard to read. It's a mess in the third part of the book. The ending is like take it or leave it, but it gave me a good happy ending, so that's good.
yeah. The
Um,
ending of the whole series is
Happy-ish ending when she loses
bittersweet.
her little she loses her little sister, which was kind of shocking.
That's right. Yeah.
And the whole killing President Coin instead of President Snow was a little bit of a nice twist. Portrayed better in the film than in the book. Actually, I don't know, because President Coin in the film, you don't really get much of her.
No.
I don't remember much. of
Honestly,
that,
it's
yeah.
really weird that they split that book and they didn't try to do
because it's
more
like
with
the
that.
smallest book too. It's the shortest.
But
one.
I feel like you can expand so much. Like you can give characters more to do, and they just
Yeah.
do the bare minimum.
If they
like the
expanded,
book.
yeah, if they expanded District 13 more in a way that's better paced. Let us explore the district more because the book has Katniss, the shock of, hey, we're in District 13. Here's President Coin. It's revolution time. Are you ready to be our spokesperson? It's more about that than like expanding the city itself.
Yeah.
So if the film expanded more on the city itself and then do the chaos of it all, a la like a Five Armies in the part 2, just better, of course.
I will say though the cliffhanger Mockingjay Part 1. It still gets a good reaction.
Cliffhanger
from,
and
like,
Catching
people.
Fire is really good. Like her waking up in District 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Part one's cliffhanger is like the PETA reveal.
PETA coming back, like all
Yeah.
brainwashed.
He's evil, brainwashed. It's fine.
But yeah, Catching Fire, like the way the whole action sequence of the Toro 12, like once it goes to that shift at IMAX it's just really good.
Francis
I
Lawrence
agree.
is just really good with visuals. Even his new movie, fucking Slumberland, which I did watch this month.
You watched that?
I had to review it, so yeah, and I got a screeners for it.
Did
so
you fall asleep in Slumberland?
I almost did. It's funny because like it's a really weird movie because
Is it now? It looks
the visuals and when
That's Jason Momoa, right? That's
Yeah,
like the
the-
fucking horned guy.
yeah. The visuals when they're like on reality, like on Earth, they're gorgeous, like they're breathtaking. But then when you go to the actual like Slumberland, like it all looks fucking ugly as shit.
Oh, yeah.
Even though
That's
you would
so weird. Yeah.
Maybe it's the other way around.
Huh. How's the lead child? The actress.
She's pretty good. She's pretty sweet. I hope she does better stuff than this. I'll
Is
tell
she
you that.
better
Yeah.
than the kid in Black Adam?
Yeah.
I still haven't seen Watch Adam.
Yeah, well, you haven't seen it yet?
No.
The kid in Black Adam is terrible.
Yeah. I will say though, the main, I guess, theme or relationship of this movie between the little kid and Chris O'Dowd or whatever you pronounce his name. It's pretty solid, pretty good, pretty emotional.
Mhm.
But again, whenever we cut back to the Slumberland, it's just like
Not
it's
again.
it feels like two different movies put together.
Interesting. Didn't Francis Lawrence, by the way, didn't he also do, besides Slumberland, he did that one spy movie?
Red
he do
Sparrow.
Red Sparrow? Did he do also that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually didn't hate Red Sparrow.
That was solid.
That was
yeah.
fine, yeah.
I liked it.
Then I watched Willow for the first time to get ready for the series.
Willow!
Like
Willow
we
is
said
fun.
earlier, fun little fantasy series.
I agree. Willow. Oh, the movie, right? You said.
Yeah, the movie. Or the movie, yeah. Sorry.
The movie was so much fun. I watched it the first time. I guess November as well. Didn't really log it in. Whoops. But I had a blast watching this. I love like these nostalgic fantasy movies of like the 70s. This was 70s, I think, right? 80s, 70s,
80s. I think it's 80s. Yeah.
Sure.
After Star
80s,
Wars.
yeah.
But like the way they handled the practical effects was like jaw dropping, even in
80.
2022. 80 what?
88.
88. Yeah. The way they handled the practical effects was just jaw dropping. Like the dogs in the movie, like really terrifying. The magic effects are really good. There's some transformation effects that are really good as well. I had a blast watching this movie.
Warwick Davis, like
Warwick
crushing it.
Davis.
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer is so fucking good in this. Great
Matt
enemies to
Martin.
lovers in this movie as well.
Yeah.
Which
Ooh,
was very
I need
surprising.
to watch this now.
You definitely need to. Enemies to lovers slaps.
Like Wakanda Forever.
Like Wakanda Forever.
Yep.
Exactly, baby.
It was confirmed the other day
It was
too.
confirmed the other day.
We won.
The editor said it was on the page.
Fuck you, Noah, if you're watching.
This is never going to end. I love it. But he's 500 years old. Anyways, I like the enemies to lovers in this movie too. It's really good. We don't have a lot of enemies to lovers where it's like a female villain with a male hero. More movies need to do this. And Willow was ahead of its time for sure. But yeah, great family theme here. Great found family theme. Willow in general, just a very sweet protagonist. I really liked following Warwick Davis's arc in the movie. So much so that I can't wait to see what his arc is in the series. Because in the movie, he's kind of a down on his luck guy. He doesn't think he's ready for this journey. But he like swallows his pride, does what he needs to do for his family. And in the end, slight spoilers for Willow. He saves the day. Spoiler alert, like every fantasy movie, he saves the day, but it's in a way that's not as like triumphant. Like he's not like Luke Skywalker. So I'm very curious to see where his journey goes in the series.
And we could segue in here to
sure.
I'm the only one who's seen the first 2 episodes of Willow.
You went to the
had
premiere.
the opportunity to go to the actual premiere, which was fun. My first Hollywood premiere was cool. Thanks
And you
to
got-
a friend of the show, Nikki Kumar, for taking me as his plus one.
Nice. You got drunk with Warwick Davis, I hear, right?
I wish. But this show is a blast. It is visually stunning.
Oh,
It's whimsical. It's like wholesome. It's charming. It's like very dark in some places too. And this new cast of characters are like incredible. They brought in a great ensemble with Ruby Cruz, Aaron Kellyman. They're dynamic. It's fucking gay. We love it.
oh wow.
We just
What?
do some moves. We love to see it.
That's shocking. I didn't know. Who's Ruby Cruz? I hear a lot of people saying that. Where's she?
She's she was the daughter in Mayor of Easttown.
Oh, I love Mayor of Easttown.
Wait, is that
Okay. Yes.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Daughter of Mayor of Easttown. Yeah, she had a daughter. Yeah, because the daughter was the one that was like.
Wait,
blamed
no, she was not the daughter. She was
Oh.
the daughter's friend.
the daughter's friend. I don't know who that is.
Jess Riley. She was
Because yeah, in Mayor of Easttown.
Julianne Nicholson's daughter.
Julianne Nicholson's daughter. Oh wait, not Kate Winslet's daughter.
No.
Oh god, so many daughters in this fucking show. I remember the son died, and then she had a daughter that kind of blamed the mom for the son's death. in a
That's
way.
her, I believe.
If you haven't watched Mayor of Easttown, I really recommend it.
Right
It's really
there.
good. Okay,
Hmm.
I kind of remember her, but hopefully the show.
Yeah, she's kind of her lead in the series of this ensemble, and she's wonderful.
Okay,
And
yeah, I heard this
Erin
is
Kellyman
like.
back and she's great too.
Is she probably easily better than this than she was in Captain America, where she was wasted?
Oh yeah,
And
I thought she was great in Falcon and Winter Soldier, but yeah,
she was good, but
wasted.
like her character just wasn't written the best, unfortunately.
Then we have Tony Revolori from Spider-Man.
Now, is he
Fingers
better
Japan.
here than in No Way Home? What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that hard to top, but yeah. Then we
yeah.
have Warwick Davis crushing it. Bad. Just
Question: I haven't seen neither the movie or the show, but what do they do with Val Kilmer's character? Like
They
for
kind of
this?
wrote him out,
Oh no,
but like it's kind of made sense because
they kind of have to.
Yeah.
I doubt he's in a good enough state to come back. But yeah.
Okay.
Very, very good 2 episodes. I'm like they showed a little teaser for the rest of the season after the 2 episodes too, and like this scope of the series is really impressive. Like this looks more along the lines of Andor than anything else we've seen in Disney Plus.
Oh, that's
Like production design
high
is
praise.
incredible. It's very like practical sets and like gorgeous visuals.
Okay.
Costumes are
who's
insane.
show running this?
John Kasdan.
John Kasdan, yep,
Oh,
and Michelle Redron, I think, is producer.
hmm
Um,
I think the last thing she produced, or no, is she still at Lucasfilm? I don't know.
I think she's still
I think
at
she got
Lucasfilm,
demoted,
but she got
but-
demoted.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I can't wait to watch it because I had so much fun with like the world, the land, the lore of the first movie that I can't wait to see it
Mhm.
expanded upon in however many episodes. Do we know how many episodes? 9, 10?
8.
8? Okay.
8.
Um.
And there's
Yeah.
like a really cool twist in the series with
Ooh.
a character. That's fun.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, you guys need to watch this. It's really good sci-fi.
I will
Really good
watch it.
fantasy, I mean.
Hopefully tonight. We'll see if I
And
have
like
time.
this year is the year of fantasy. Like it's insane how much good fantasy we have this year. House of the Dragon. The Sandman, which is my favorite this year.
It is my favorite too. But
Rings of Power. This. Probably forgetting more.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Then
still don't watch them, man.
we get to the best week in cinema that we've had ever.
For
Probably the
sure.
best triple feature I've done of all
So,
time.
Have we all seen?
I did Pinocchio, Bones and
Okay.
All, and the original Knives Out in theaters as a triple feature.
Shit, that's
That
a
was
big
like
one.
bliss. So yeah,
That's a good one.
Pinocchio. Edgar saw this last month.
Last month.
You fucking cheaters! This movie hasn't come out yet.
It's out in Regal Cinemas.
Who has a Regal anymore? Fucking Regal. There's like a Regal 50 minutes away from me.
But you have an AMC closer than a Regal.
I have AMC 10 minutes away, Cinemark 5 minutes away. Regal 50 minutes away.
Wait, Pinocchio is wonderful. It's
It's a
Del
banger.
Toro at his best. It's like beautiful stop motion. I actually like the music a lot. How they bring it and weave it into a musical. I know that's like
The
a
mu-
complaint among some people, but I really thought it was well
That's a
done.
complaint? How?
Some people don't like the songs, but I like them. I think David Bradley as Geppetto is one of my favorite performances this
Yeah.
year.
Mm.
He's
Oh wow,
insane.
Pinocchio's out in
Yeah.
theaters this weekend for me. Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. That's new.
And yeah, this
Uh,
movie's wonderful. The ending made me cry. And
Yeah, so I'm
Love
very
it.
curious. I can't wait to see the
God,
heart
here he
of
is.
this movie, like
Oh,
how
God.
the heart of this movie affects like the.
Is there
the
mic
fact-
sounding good or not?
All right, I'm here to talk Indiana
No.
Loans and the Wild of Westiny and nothing.
Okay. Interrupting our show. Get him out of here.
Oh boy.
All right, we're talking about
That
Pinocchio.
Dial of Destiny trailer was fucking incredible.
It was.
Pinocchio.
I saw it a few months ago. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you too, buddy.
Jesus, guys.
I'm repping it. I'm repping it right now.
Josh
I'm repping
is
Willow.
house here.
Willow as well. I've actually seen Willow, so I was gonna talk about that.
Oh, what did you
Oh,
think?
you
of Willow,
did?
son?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
I
think?
saw the first. I only saw the first episode though, so it's like
What did you think of the first episode?
very strong pilot. It got me
Mhm.
hooked instantly. I love Erin Kellyman. She's a fantastic
Yep.
fucking actress. I hadn't seen the first one. Like I've never seen it. So
Alright.
Oh wow, so you watched
How'd
the
that
pilot.
play for you then?
Yeah,
Yeah,
how'd it
yeah.
work for you?
I don't know. It's just like you jumping into this.
Because I
fantasy
mean,
world.
they kind of like put a really extensive prologue at the beginning, so you really need to watch
Okay.
the first movie.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm gonna watch it eventually. It's just like
It's a fun movie, yeah.
I'll probably wait to watch it after I finish the whole thing. But yeah, really strong start, and I don't know if Josh was saying this. I was watching a little bit right before I hopped on, just to get a feel of what we're talking about. And
Hey Sean, fuck you.
wait, what is that?
I went to the
DVD?
premiere.
Oh, that's cool. But yeah.
DVD?
I think- it looked like it from this angle. But yeah, no. So so the show.
Yeah, it's not.
The show's
is it?
production value is fucking great. Like it kind of looks like Andor in a way, because
Yeah,
like the Aldani area, right? Like it kind of feels like
Wow,
that.
that's high praise. I can't wait to watch it now.
Yeah,
yeah, it's
looks
very
really
like
good.
along the lines of Andor.
Yeah, I was
I
bored
like-
as fuck, and I
Saying.
just said, yeah, fuck, I'm gonna watch the show, and I ended up really liking it a lot.
I like what you guys said about Erin Kellyman because I loved her in Solo, but I haven't seen her much
Yeah.
of her. Like, of course, she's
Yeah,
in
she's great
Falcon
in
Winter
this.
Soldier.
And
everything
Falcon
like
Winter
that.
Soldier, but she wasn't like a standout in that.
Exactly, yeah.
So she does really good in this so far. from what
Is she
I've-
related to anybody we know from the first movie, Josh?
No, but Ruby Cruz is.
Ruby Cruz.
Ruby
Okay.
Cruz is the daughter of Val Kilmer.
Oh, Val Kilmer
Okay,
and Queen Sorcha.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Ooh.
Is that the princess? Is that the princess?
I have no
Princess,
idea what you
yeah.
guys are talking about. I'm just like sounding surprised, like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's the mom?
I highly
Ray.
recommend it. Highly recommend it. Really good show.
The second episode's even better, Sean. It's so
Okay.
good.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah,
Man.
I might watch both of these tonight. Hopefully. I
Great
can
production
watch the
value,
rest.
great acting, really good Disney Plus content all
Mhm.
around.
Yep, this is gonna feed
Which
me
I
well
don't-
until what?
I don't praise Disney Plus as much as I
Oh
did
god.
until Andor.
Here we go.
Until Andor, yeah, sure.
Until
Yeah,
that
I
batch.
think-
then
It's not like we
Andor.
didn't have Clone Wars season 7
Right?
last year. Jeez.
all that's mid now. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
Oh man.
God.
yeah. But yeah, did we talk about Glass Onion yet, or?
Not
No,
yet.
not
We're
yet.
saving that for the end. We're
Oh,
saving that for
let's
the
go.
end. Yeah.
Great timing.
But yeah, we're
Back to
saying
Pinocchio, back to Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
Have you seen Pinocchio yet,
Guillermo del
Sean?
Toro's
I've not seen that.
Pinocchio.
I know.
Me
I
neither.
know it's fucking incredible or whatever.
Yeah.
It's
one
a
of the best
masterpiece,
movies.
yeah.
It's probably the best movie of the year, is what people said. So,
So I was gonna ask you guys, like, because I think the animated movie is very emotional. So how does the emotion work for you in this one?
Blows it out of the water. Doesn't.
Oh yeah.
The Disney
It
one
does so
Wow.
many different things with the story.
Okay. Yeah, that's exciting.
It's
You-
funny as fuck that it's just so funny that you got two different Pinocchio movies.
Right? We started the
Yeah.
year with Robert Zemeckis'.
So bad.
Pinocchio.
It was so bad. Like it was
I never watched
probably
it.
Top
I
three
never
worst
watched it.
films I've seen in this year. Actually,
Jeez.
it was bad.
Worse than Deepwater?
Deepwater's also top three.
Deepwater's terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Ewan McGregor has some of the best like comedic timing in Pinocchio.
Mm.
He's
Is he the cricket?
yeah, he's a cricket.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he's in it.
Yeah,
Super
I
cool.
I was also surprised. I'm looking at the cast right now. Christoph Waltz is in it. I forgot about it.
All right,
Oh,
I'll be right back.
sick.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no
Wait,
worries.
real quick, not to move off topic or anything, but what have you guys discussed?
We talked about like Black Panther.
Panther.
We watched the
Okay.
Guardians trailer live.
Fuck.
We
I
talked
haven't
about
seen it yet.
Willow.
Holiday special.
Holiday
Yeah.
special.
Don't worry,
Guardians
darling.
of the Galaxy.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
darling.
Yeah.
Some of Josh's 2020 movies, like he talked about Minari again. He talked about this other movie again. But yeah,
Is there anything else for you? Logan?
oh, this other one, See How They Run. We talked about, but yeah, we could talk about the menu. About the menu.
Oh yes.
Haven't seen the menu, but you guys go ahead.
Absolutely. Fucking talk about that.
Let's do that. The menu is
my
so
God.
fun. What a great original film.
Yep.
This movie kind of took me by surprise. Where if you see the trailer, you kind of expect what you're expecting in a way.
Mhm.
Two people go into a diner that is like or a high-end, expensive resort,
Mhm.
led by Ralph Fiennes, who is the chef, and
What a great
chaos
actor, first of
ensues
all.
basically. And he's great in this tug of war of power dynamics between him and Anya Taylor-Joy was so much fun to watch.
Mhm.
And what I love most about this movie is that like the supporting cast, the people attending this crazy place, had a lot to say, had a lot to add to the movie that I wasn't really expecting. They each have their own individual like not arcs, but just like their own like
Motives. They all have
challenges,
different
motives.
motivations.
Exactly.
Yeah. Not all of them are on board to break out. I'm not all of them are on board for a specific idea, and then some of them are against that idea. It's like these characters are just always coinciding.
Yeah, I don't want to reveal too much, but yeah, there's so much like great twist here, so many great reveals. Like this movie's like an onion; it starts to unpeel itself in very surprising ways.
And
I'm
it's
like,
not generic.
shoot.
It's far from
No.
generic. It takes a kind of like formula where you're used to seeing, you think you're going to go in, because I had not seen the trailers going into this movie. I wanted to be fresh.
Nice.
Because I don't know what the hell it was. I just didn't watch it.
Mhm.
And I thought it was going to be like a food ratatouille like movie, a fun movie that's just, just about food. I didn't think it'd be a fucking thriller at all. I just did not expect when a certain scene pops up and it kind of makes you feel uneasy. It's like, what's going on here? And it's going to unravel. And it just isn't generic from that point. It's completely different from what you've seen before.
Masterful tonal shifts in this movie.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It rides that wave of different tones very well. It doesn't get too goofy. It doesn't get too crazy. Josh, we're talking about the menu.
Masterpiece.
Oh, yes. I love this movie.
This movie's really
It's
good.
fucking incredible.
It's so much fun. And the ending is so good. No spoilers.
The ending, man. The ending is so fantastic. I love Anya Taylor-Joy so much.
Ralph Fiennes is like some of his best work.
It's crazy. He doesn't have a single Oscar, right? So
how does he not? That's so shocking.
Like, this is just fucking wild.
He's so good in everything. The Dig. But yeah, he's so good.
He's done nominated. That's right.
But he's his character and the reveals about his character and on Taylor-Joy, like there's so many good reviews here that I just wasn't expecting. It was so much fun to like see how all these characters like bounce off of one another. I had so much fun with this movie. Great screenplay. Loved it.
Yeah, I thought he would be another cardboard cutout of like Gordon Ramsay or like the chef in Ratatouille. And then when something happens, it's like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah,
because
totally.
It's genuinely like, again, it's not you're gonna expect when you watch this movie to be okay. You think this is a food movie, but then it goes south. It's gonna go this way, but it doesn't go that way.
No.
And then you're gonna be like, okay, what the hell's going on now? Because different characters are gonna do different things in this movie, and you're just not gonna expect that. Like, half of this movie is just unexpected plot twists, I'd say, but in a good way. It's fantastic stuff.
And like the way it plays with its themes is really well done too. About like industry workers
and the music is so
social commentary.
Like,
the music is good. Yeah, the score here
fantastic.
Very surprising. Yeah, I really liked it. Like Josh said, like the plot twist and the craziness, it all adds to the character and all adds to the theme of the movie. In very smart and surprising ways. So I had a great time.
I might have to go soon, so let me touch up on Bones and All real quick. I know, Evan, you saw this, right?
My number 4 movie of the year. This movie is
actually peak. Give me one moment.
This movie is peak. Okay, please.
Real quick, just to touch up on the menu, real quick. I just want to say, I love how you can do a lot of movies, and there are a lot of movies that take place in one room, one area, one island, etc. Right?
Yeah.
And this is one of my favorite things to do it that way because pretty much all of it takes place in that one room, right? Majority of it. and it's like nothing about it is boring. Like it's just so fascinating. The close-up shots of the food like provide so much depth to the background and the workers there and what their motives are. Just such simple things like that. You know, like when they're playing with the utensils, right? And you look at close-ups of that, and then you look at characters looking that direction. It like you can just tell that everyone is thinking something about this place, and they don't know what to think about it yet. And then when everything unfolds, they kind of understand that it's fucked up.
I agree. Like the food showcases like the power dynamics between the workers and Chef, played by Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah.
It's so good. This movie just a blast. I had a smile on my face the entire time.
Yeah, same.
So much fun. Definitely one of my favorites of the year. I don't think it cracked my top 10 because this year is just so stacked. But I just had so much fun. One of my favorite movie-going experiences in general.
For the menu?
Oh, yeah.
The menu, yeah.
And I saw it at Alamo Drafthouse, so...
nice.
Nice.
Great job.
So Bones and All.
Bones and All. Let's talk about this fucking
movie.
masterpiece.
Have never stopped. I haven't stopped thinking about this movie.
Me neither, Josh. It's a masterpiece.
It's like it's growing.
I've been waiting for this movie all year, and I gave it 4.5 out of 5. But I think after this conversation, I might bump it to a 5 because this movie has everything I love about cinema. Everything.
It blends so many different genres and tones and does it so well. It's horror, romance, coming of age. Taylor Russell and Timothée Chalamet are incredible as the two leads. And the way this story weaves together and like it comes to its end is just heartbreaking. And it's pulled off so well. And that ending
so
is
it combines different
beautiful.
Genres. That's interesting.
Yeah. Yes, writing off what Josh said here, it's like it's about this longing for it's about this film about longing, about desire, connection, this need to find out who you truly are in a world that's kind of like abandoning you in a way, whether it's your family or just like society itself. All set in the backdrop of the Midwest. Luca's direction here and the cinematography was
might be my favorite film of his. I love Suspiria.
Definitely.
Calling by Your Name, but like this is maybe his best word.
I haven't seen Suspiria. I would never will to see Suspiria. But this movie, I think it's easily better than Calling by Your Name, and I love Calling by Your Name.
Call Me by Your Name is so good.
I love that movie for sure.
No way it's better,
dude. I'm telling you, Bones and All is better. It's just because I love. I don't want to disparage Calling by Your Name. I think it's a genius movie. But I think this movie also like is about this connection between Timothy and Taylor. I think
also it doesn't have Armie Hammer. That's a plus.
Oh my gosh! I mean, Armie's great in Calling by Your Name. But yeah, Taylor Russell delivers one of my favorite performances I've seen all year. Like if I was doing the Oscars, he would be my top 5 because I adored her performance.
Mark Rylance should be a supporting actor. Like he is fucking wild in this movie. Like, he just goes places.
He goes places. I'm like Mark Rylance. The way he I don't want to spoil. The way he talks is just so genius and so cool.
The ending.
Oh, the ending is it's great.
God.
Like Mark Rylance's character, the way he adds to the movie, he adds a chaotic element to the movie that is so intriguing and interesting, especially how it bounces off of Taylor Russell's journey. But yeah, this movie juggles so many different genres. The juxtaposition of horror and this thing that they can't control in contrast to like this romantic budding romance between her and Timothy. It's so fascinating to watch. It was so captivating. I loved every single scene between them. I just loved following Mayland or Taylor Russell's journey throughout this entire movie because it's very coming of age, trying to discover herself, figure out more about herself and her family and her friends. And again, it's a very mundane movie, but it's still super captivating because of the writing, because of the direction, just because of like the air, the atmosphere of the movie itself. I can see myself. The
atmosphere is like so.
The atmosphere it's so enticing and it's so like the atmosphere in itself is very romantic because it's set in like in this beautiful, stunning like world of just like the Midwest. This movie just totally captivated me for the whole entire runtime.
And like adding to the atmosphere, like the cinematography is stunning.
Like,
I don't know. I don't know who did it.
If you're gonna shoot a movie, with beautiful cinematography, do it in the Midwest for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the
massive
score,
ass
like
slide
Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, this is probably my favorite score by them, which is
Oh
like
wow,
high
high
praise.
praise.
It's
Yeah,
they do something really different. It's very like guitar forward, but also
yeah.
like plays around with so many different sounds. And that ending song that
Oh
goes over
my
to ending, it's
God.
fucking heartbreaking. It's
One of the
devastating.
best
Like
scenes of the entire year. Like,
it's should be
it-
nominated, hopefully.
yeah, this movie in general. Like, if I was in the Academy, because I love this movie, I would give this Best Actress, Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor, Best Director, Best Cinematography,
Screenplay.
Screenplay out the ass.
Jeez.
I
So this
would-
is your favorite of the year?
This
Of
is
the whole.
the more I
Where's it
talk-
on your rankings for you,
the
guys?
more I talk
Both of
about it,
you.
the more I love it. Like, this is my number 4. I have it
Number
behind.
4. Wow.
Let me see here. My fucking list here.
I have it at number 13 right now, but I could see it going up.
I have Top Gun, Decision to Leave, RRR, and then Bones and all.
RRRW.
RR is just a peak. But
That's
the more I
the
talk about it,
one.
I can have Bones and all right next to Decision to Leave.
Yeah.
Because I love these two movies so much. Yeah,
How
this
long
movie,
is it?
About, like,
2 hours and 13
2,
minutes.
A little over 2 hours.
Hour and 30, 131 minutes. You do the math. But this movie just rocked my world. I loved it. Loved it so much. Luca, don't miss. Luca, don't
And
miss.
I do have to
Not
go.
better than
Like,
Call Me by Your Name though.
it's very much better. Call Me by Your Name's like solid 4 stars.
Wow,
I would Suspiria more.
I get a full
Let's talk
bunch.
about Glass Onion. But
Real
before
quick.
that,
Yes.
I do want to say Andor finale slapped, and White Lotus is the banner so far.
Yes.
I haven't seen White Lotus. Is it like
Have you seen season 1 at all?
never watched White Lotus?
You can
Okay.
see either season. It's like an anthology.
It's in
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
In season
Never
2, the
seen
opening is killer.
I
Oh,
heard it's
shit.
so. I heard it's fucking.
Audrey
amazing.
Plaza is crushing it.
I
kinda
follow the
hearing about
question.
it.
Everybody's really good in this show, man. It's one of those shows where I pause it like every other scene because of sheer awkwardness.
What's it on?
HBO Max.
HBO.
HBO.
Okay. Yeah, I should have definitely watched it by now. What the
It's
hell?
good. It's good.
Mhm.
Mike White, don't miss.
But yeah, let me get my thoughts out on Glass Onion before I have to go.
Please do. You hated it, right?
Yeah, worst director
It's
of all
like
time.
Ryan Johnson, don't miss.
Ruin
This
Johnson.
guy, Ruin Johnson.
Ruined Daniel Craig.
I'd say it's like not as tight as the first movie, but it's way more ambitious with its themes and its story
I
and
completely
its
agree.
scope, especially. And like this ensemble's just as good. They don't get as much
Yeah.
to do individually as the Trombies,
Yeah.
which is like another weakness. But I think the performances, like Janelle Monáe, is incredible. She should be
Yeah.
in
That's
supporting
best
actor hype.
actress in the movie for sure.
Daniel Craig, like, just having the fucking time of his life making these movies. And
Yeah, this
like
is his character.
it's just that third act is incredible. Like it's just so electric and unpredictable. And the way
Yeah.
this whole structure of this movie is unpredictable.
Yeah,
The non-linear structure.
yeah.
Yeah, it is. I love this movie.
Dude, Ryan Johnson can honestly be on par with Quentin Tarantino for non-linear story
shit.
structure. Yeah, bro, he can be. He seriously can. I love non-linear story structures.
Non-linear story structure. Okay, that's what you're
Yeah,
saying.
I mean, like, you know, like Pulp Fictions that are like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
like this is up there with that kind of structure. I mean, not in terms of quality, but yeah, fucking, this is such a well-written movie. Holy shit. The location, I prefer the Thrombly's house. I prefer that whole, the whole
Yeah.
idea of the.
I love the
house.
production design of this whole
But-
island is just off
Yeah,
the
this is a
charts.
much
Like,
bigger
it's
and much more
so
ambitious
stunning.
design.
Actually, I like the way this like location was like pieced out in general. Like it wasn't as like tight and focused as the mansion, but
Yeah.
like there's so much to this
Yeah.
mansion, so
Yeah,
much to
the-
this like
the Glass
island.
Onion.
I really
Yeah.
liked it. Yeah.
Edward Norton is fucking incredible
Oh,
in
yeah.
this movie.
Yeah.
I
He's
shall
so
say that,
good.
But yeah, Janelle deserves supporting actress. This is her movie. If anyone else's, I'd say this is. fucking
She's
amazing.
like the Ana de Armas of this movie.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not generic, sorry, but it is a structure that Ryan Johnson saw worked with the first one, and I think he's trying to follow it. But it's so much different.
It's different.
Yeah, it's
the
like
structure, the
vastly
structure,
different.
Yeah,
you
the
have
structure
the
is very
same
different.
kind of, you have like the same murder mystery where it's like
Mhm.
people in one area and you're trying to find out who did it, and there's jokes and there's gimmicks. It's fucking hilarious, by the way. The movie is so funny.
Kate Hudson is having the time
Oh,
of his
yeah.
life.
Oh, she's
Hudson
great.
is so
Dave
funny.
Bautista, like,
David
so
Batista,
good.
this movie, man.
Yeah.
Oh god, I love this fucking movie so much. I still prefer Knives Out because I think the story is a little bit
I think
better.
Knives Out's a perfect movie, and
It's
like,
tighter,
ju-
yeah.
this the fact that this
It's
even comes
tighter.
close to it is like high praise.
Absolutely, but I loved Glass Onion, like adored it. So
Yeah, I love this
Uh,
movie too. I think the cast
yeah.
is incredible. The structure would really surprise me because I already knew like the structure of Nights Out was very surprising, but this one takes it to a whole new level in terms of like Sean said, nonlinear storytelling. You come in expecting a murder mystery, but the way he crafts this freaking murder mystery was so surprising. Again, like he keeps surprising us. Like I don't know how
Yeah.
he's going to surprise us again for the third time, but I was shocked about who the target was, what the motivations were, and what the real
The
like
twists.
with the twist in the body and everything in between. I'm like, oh wow, like the beauty of this movie is that like you go in your first experience like okay, this is how it like is going to show down, but then like halfway through the movie your whole perception changes again and then again and then again. Like your perception changes so much while still retaining like the heart of the movie in Janelle Monáe's character. It was just such a genius storytelling device. And again, yeah, Edward Norton was so hilarious in this movie.
he was so fucking funny in this movie.
Yeah.
As the chaos ramps up, he gets even better. It's just he's so good in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
You like
without
Chris
going
Evans
into
more or Edward Norton?
what was
Like
that?
what?
Chris Evans or Edward Norton?
in
Oh,
terms
that's
of like
interesting.
villains, I don't know. Like,
I'd say Chris Evans. I think
Chris Evans. Yeah,
Edward Norton has more to do though.
yeah. Edward
Yeah,
Norton's
he
a lot more to
definitely
do.
does. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
without going into spoilers, I think this movie does a better job, slightly better job at like keeping in your toes of who the
All right, wait, I gotta go real quick. Sorry.
Okay. It's fine.
But check out Edgar's review that's coming out soon. I'm sure we'll talk
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
Oh, peace out, Josh.
Bye.
You're making a review for Knives Out, editor?
Yeah, I already did it. It's already edited. It should be just uploaded sometime this weekend. But yeah.
Sweet.
But yeah, like I was saying, like I kind of already touched on, so whenever it comes out, you can just check it out. But I think like for me, the only real issue that I have with the movie is that I don't think the cast has as much to do in the movie as the Trombi family in Knives Out. Like in the sense that even though I really love like the character dynamics, the friendship that they have, or like the messed up friendship that they have.
Very
I
messy.
feel like yeah, it's very messy, but like for me, like the Trombi family, like everybody got like at least one moment to like leave an impact on the movie, like to shine. And here, like for me, like Leslie Odom Jr. and Catherine Hahn and several others in the movie, and like Jessica Henwick, they're really solid in the movie. They're really funny, but like that's about it. Like there's no. I feel like there's not much.
They don't
there,
have a
like,
singular scene.
yeah.
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, they have a good like bouncing off of relationship. I think in contrast to like Knives Out, like where I think I forget the kid's name. The kid was always on his cell phone.
Yeah.
He doesn't have much to do, but he bounces off.
Yeah,
like,
that's the point of the
other
character.
character exactly so well. This one I think works the same way. I think I like the cast generally more than you. Like I had so much fun watching Leslie Odom Jr.'s character and Catherine Hahn scheming and their partnership. Like the first part of this movie is so much fun. Slight spoilers, like the way like they introduce all of our characters via this invitation was so genius and so cool. It kind of gave us a lot about their characters all in the first 5 minutes, which is very smart.
Yeah. I also think that man, Janelle Monáe in this movie, fantastic. Like
so surprising,
again,
so good.
not really want to go into spoilers, but like
No.
the stuff that they do with her characters is really freaking genius. I
really
love it.
fun.
And also Daniel Craig, I feel like gets to do more in this movie.
Yeah.
Like he's really like a supporting character in Knives Out to like Ana de Armas, and in this movie, I feel like he gets more
This
of
is
a
his
leading
movie.
role.
This is his movie and Janelle's movie as well.
Yeah, having rewatched Knives Out earlier this month as well, I'm watching it, and they first introduced Benoit via like he's hiding in the background a little bit while the other police people are actually interrogating, and then he kind of comes
One
to
of
the
the best,
forefront.
one of the best introductions, by the way.
It's so good when he's flipping the coin up and
The
down.
frame of the framing of that shot, man, just
It's so good.
perfect framing. Like holy fuck, can't stop thinking about that shot.
But yeah, I like him even more here. He gets to be more Benoit. You see more of his character, his backstory, and like his motivations to do what's right and the mystery of it all. He's just so much fun and lighthearted here.
I also love
like
what Daniel Craig's acting is. He's in this pretty rich environment, and he's like, "Oh my god, this is like how rich people live," and he's just acting so well in those scenes. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And then as the story unfolds, you kind of understand why he's acting like that.
Mm-hmm.
So brilliant, man. I want to rewatch this. Like this movie,
I can't.
It's going to be a complete different movie in the second watch.
I'm so
with
fucking
you.
sad I'm not gonna be able to rewatch this with an audience.
I know it's a bummer, but I'm definitely
It's
gonna show this to
coming
my
Netflix
family.
tomorrow, or when is it coming to Netflix?
The 25th, Christmas.
25th. Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, in general, Knives Out to one of the best movies of the year, one of the best movie-going experiences of the entire year. Very good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to go soon too, but I want to talk about Decision to Leave, which is my number 2 of the year. I've been waiting to see this fucking movie for forever, ever since October 14th when it was supposed to debut. And it blew me away. And similar to Bones and All, maybe that just says a lot about me, but the romance here, similar to Bones and All, is so good. It's super captivating. I don't want to get into spoilers, but the main synopsis is like this detective in South Korea is investigating this murder, and the wife of the husband that has died is a leading suspect, but he starts to fall for her.
That sounds extremely interesting.
It is interesting, Sean, and it's really good. Their romance goes to a lot of different places that I did not expect. It starts to challenge his ideals as a detective, and what she brings to him via her curiosity, her life. What is she hiding? What is he hiding? Like, there's so much that is explored here in this movie. It's a detective thriller that turns into a romantic thriller. The cinematography is just beautiful here. It's stunning. Park Chan-wook's direction here is just masterful. Everybody's been talking about it, but the editing, the cuts between each individual scene, beautiful. There's some genius storytelling devices while he's like doing some interrogations or when he's like snooping on people or spying on people. Like, some of the editing there is really interesting and unique that I didn't see coming. And this movie just builds. It builds and builds. And the third act is one of my favorite third acts. Similar to Bones and All, the final scene is one of my favorite final scenes I've seen all year. It's gorgeous. It's heartbreaking. And it's a very good time. I would recommend you guys all see Decision to Leave. It's one of the best movies I've seen all year. It's going to be out on Mubi, I think, in a few weeks. Blu-ray as well in a few weeks.
It sounds like my type of movie. The detective fucking intrigue.
Sean,
that's type.
Yeah, I think you would really like it. I think you really like it.
Really want to check it out now.
It's a great detective thriller that just adds a lot.
And it's set in Korea, you said?
South Korea. Yep.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, sounds so cool. Right up my alley.
Sean, is there anything you want to talk about before we leave?
I'll briefly touch on Wakanda Forever. I watched a couple other movies this year, this month, TV shows. I just don't know. I don't want to rush it, but I watched a couple. I don't want to like take my time with this. So, Wakanda Forever was really good. I loved Shuri in it. Really was emotional. Like to watch that. I watched it 2 times actually. Nice. I do think it's a little bit too long though. You could have trimmed out a lot of scenes, especially the every scene in America.
Every scene in America.
My opinion, it just should not have been in the movie. There's 2 white characters.
It's weird because like I think the movie needs to have like an American, because America in some ways pretty much like
the villain of the movie.
One of the villains of the movie. So we need to see their perspective.
Yeah.
It's just what we get isn't the most interesting thing.
Yeah. See, I wanted it to be like we're like, it's you have a race war between Hispanic people and Black people, and then you can have America be the enemy against pitting them both against each other.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, they could have found mutual ground on that. I kind of would like, the story head in that kind of direction. But what we got was kind of weird in terms of the American shit.
Yeah.
But I really did like the whole movie overall. Extremely emotional, like I said. Namor's top 3 easily MCU villains. What a goat. Oh my god, I love that villain so much. One of the coolest backstory scenes in the MCU, I'd say, for him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that. The backstory between him was
Fantastic
really
scene.
good.
Fantastic. Every actor is just perfect in this movie. Angela Bassett, in my opinion, should be considered for a nomination for this movie for supporting actress.
My entire family.
Yeah, dude, that is so good. Like the editing in this movie is on another level, right? Like you don't really have editing like this in a Marvel movie where you have that stitching with her talking about what's going on in that scene where they're like, where they're going to the water and they're defending the shipment of you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
And then she's in the courtroom talking about it. And
Killer scene.
Great editing. Just like you don't really see that kind of stuff in Marvel. And
no,
you can tell that Ryan Coogler is like, nope, I'm making my own thing, and I want it to be as badass as possible. So yeah, I love this movie.
I think the Black Panther is a better movie by a little bit, but Ryan Coogler's direction might be even better than the first one.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So yeah, really good stuff.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention I did see She Said as well. She Said very good. I had a very good time with this movie. I think the weakness is mostly just structurally the pacing isn't as well paced, and it feels more like not a documentary, but just like they're hitting the beach with all these interviews.
Yeah, kind of like the curse of the biopic.
Yeah, the curse of the biopic, the curse of the journalism type of movie. It's not as like thrilling as like a Spotlight, but I think it's a very important movie, and a lot of the scenes are very hard hitting, very good. I think the two-hitter by Carey Mulligan and Zoe Kazan are great in this movie. I think actually the people that are acting opposite them, the people that they're questioning, might deliver better performances than them, because they're like, as reporters, all they can do is like,
So very static.
Very static, yeah. But like they're good because it's fucking Carey Mulligan, but it's just like they're not really doing the best, right? It's not their best performance.
I think Carey Mulligan's best piece of acting in the whole movie is when Weinstein comes into the building to like question them, and she's just giving him a look of disgust.
She owns him. Yeah. It's really good. And also, like similar to what I said about Bones and All, Decision to Leave, the ending of this movie I really liked. It's a very ballsy ending, very simple ending, but it carries a lot of emotional weight that is like carried throughout the entire movie. I really like the way that they did that final scene. And director Maria Schrader, I want to say is her name. Direction is really good. She did a great job with this movie. Just like the way she handled the material and the way she parsed through all of like the interviews, really well done. It wasn't my favorite movie of the year, but it was really, really strong. Really strong.
Yeah. Well, if there's nothing else that we wanted to discuss, then Sean, where can people find you? Talking about Mando season 3.
Oh yeah, definitely peak Mandalorian, you know what I'm saying? Shit. So you can find me at CC Bakar, where I'll probably talk about Mandalorian when it comes out, and also Wile of Destiny. Can't wait for that masterpiece. I want to talk about that trailer. It's so fucking bad, but I guess you guys don't want to talk about it because it didn't come out in November. But
it's a good trailer.
It's that clears all Star Wars, of course. So yeah, you can find me talking about that masterpiece of a trailer at CC Bakar.
Yep.
Evan, where can people find you?
Find me on Twitter at HarrisEV9 talking about Star Wars, Marvel, Lucasfilm. The Indiana Jones trailer, like Sean said, was really good. Guardians trailer we watched on this podcast, really good stuff there too. Quick shout out for TV for this month. I would recommend 1899. White Lotus season 2 is really good. I haven't watched Wednesday yet, but I heard that's really good as well.
It's really good.
Mommy, when Ortega, bro.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh boy. Anyways, also watch some of the anime that started in October as well. Chainsaw Man continues to be really good. And other anime as well. But yeah, find me on Twitter again at HarrisEV9. Also, we did a Hyperspace Hype episode yesterday, going over episodes 11 and 12 of Cassian Andor, our last talk about Andor. It was really good. We're going to miss the series so much. So check that out at Nathan Rojas's channel on YouTube, Hyperspace Hype.
All right, excellent. And you can find me at EDGORTEG on Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd, all the good stuff. What am I doing recently? I don't think I'm doing much. So yeah, you can just find me there. Just waiting for the winter break so I can finally go watch the stuff that I've missed on theaters. But yeah, we're having a Glass Onion Knives Out Mystery review this weekend. So look out for that on the channel. And yeah, I mean, what's gonna be our next episode? Probably a ranking or something like that. Well, since we're already nearing the end of the year, it'll probably be 2022.
Oh wow, yeah, later
rank.
this month for sure, definitely.
Yeah,
Probably top 10 TV shows and movies. We can do two.
Yeah, TV shows, movies. TV is. I would argue TV is more stacked than movies for me personally.
This is the year of television.
I would say way more. After last week, it's starting to even out. But yeah, TV is really good this year. TV
This is the year of television.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, trying to finish some shows before we do those episodes and some movies. But yeah, I mean, you can just find us here. You can find the show at WHFG Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, all the good stuff. I guess you can find us on Hive if you use that. But yeah, we'll see you on the next one. And remember, we make podcasts better.
Jenna Ortega is my mommy.
Oh boy.
Shut up.